Welcome back, guys, to the XP League playoffs here. I am Calamity, or Clam for short, joined by my fellow caster and commentator, Raven, tonight. How you doing, Raven?
Doing great, man. I'm really looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We should have a banger of a matchup tonight. It's going to be the winners semifinals for the XP League. We're going to have a good time with them. It's going to be the Eight Devils versus the Fortifi Mutts in this one. And both of these teams, I haven't really seen the Devils too much, but I know both of these teams are strong in their own right. Fortify, I've watched and casted a decent amount of their games at this point. They're probably my favorites going into this one, and their record shows it's 7-0. And then Devils, they did end up losing a match, but similar map count for both of these teams as well. I think we're in for a good one here, Raven.
Yeah, no, we definitely are. Casted. I've actually had the pleasure to cast both teams so far this year, in this Season 5 XP League. And I gotta say, both teams are good in their own right. But there is one thing that sets off from these two teams, minus just the records, is that Fortified Mutts has yet to drop a map so far this entire season, including regular season into these playoffs.
Yeah, they have looked incredibly strong so far. I'm pulling up the map records right now. Yes, 7-0, 21-0 in the regular season map record, and I believe in playoffs, I don't think they've lost a map either. So yeah, no, the Eight Devils, they got a tough task on their hands. I mean, regular season 6-1, 20-5 for their map record as well. So definitely it's a strong team, but they're gonna have a tough matchup tonight. We'll see if they're up to the task as we transition to the maps and modes for tonight. We're gonna be having a double dose of Hacienda Hardpoint and SMD, followed by Protocol Control, then Rewind Hardpoint, and another Protocol to close it here. I mean, Raven, what do you like? What do you not like about these maps?
From my personal experience, though, from casting Fortified Mutts mainly, I don't think I've really seen Devils play in a Hacienda, but I know Hacienda is a very strong map for the side of Fortify. Just the amount of teamwork that team holds within themselves is pretty much sets them off from any other team in this current in the playoffs. But the one thing I do got to say, with Yeti being out tonight, as he is on a vacation, and their substitute, I believe it's what, too slow
Two lost, I believe. Yeah, and
or
I'm
too
in I'm
lost,
in
too
the lobby
lost?
right now too. So also we could transition to the rosters as well. This is a good segue. I believe it's going to be Gino instead of Thief as well tonight. So error on the graphic, but it's going to be two lost, Vessel, Gino, and Nade. So I mean, yeah, they have a little bit of a different roster here tonight.
Yeah, so looking forward to that, trying to see how that works out. I know being in the comms a little bit with Yeti, he's a very vocal player, so if two lost can kind of match that energy, I don't think they will miss a beat. But obviously, I see a fellow friend of mine, fellow opponent that I used to play against, Horizons Fall, though, on the opposite side for the
Yeah.
side of Devils. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this all pans out. And I guess there's some internal, not I wouldn't say beef with these two rosters, but like, kind of,
Oh, really?
they both want to beat each other. I heard a lot of things from Vessels saying they wanted to play Horizons in them, so we're looking forward to that.
That makes the match even sweeter for me. That knowing there's some inner turmoil, maybe not inner turmoil, but some turmoil between the teams, some conflict. That always makes for some great storylines here. And for the side of Devils, the roster on your screen is going to be Loom, Lazy, Horizons Fall, and Reba tonight. And it looks like I am getting confirmation. Yeah, it is Gino for the Fortified Boys instead of Thief tonight. So yeah, apologies for the graphic, but that is going to be the rosters. We'll see. We'll see who's able to take this one. I mean, I guess predictions. I'll put a poll up in chat as well, guys, while we're waiting for everybody to get on in the lobby. Who do you got taking this, Raven?
I'm gonna go 3-1,
Yes, sir.
and I'm gonna take Fortify.
Fortify. Yeah, I think I might not to be like a broken record, but I might take a similar scoreline to me. I think it's going to be either 3 or 4 maps here. It might actually go 5. I don't know. It just depends on how good I think the SND is for the Devils. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen, I have seen Fortify. They've gotten 6-0 before in SND by a different team, I believe, in the other league. So I'm not sure exactly how strong their SND is, but this map set. Oh man, it's tough. I think I might pair it. I might go map 5. I might go 3-2 Fortify here. I think we might end up seeing a map number 5, but we are going to be loading on in to map number 1 here. We'll see if they're up to the task on the side of the Devils. It's going to be Fortify, I believe, are going to be your favorites. We'll see if the underdogs can take it. It's going to be Hacienda Control here. And if you're the Devils, Raven, what are your key takeaways to victory for them tonight?
I feel like trying to take the space as much as possible because Fortify is a really good team on, like, working out the spawns, working out just certain lanes that taking advantage more or less of their opponent's, lack of map awareness or map pressure. So if Devils can kind of, keep up the pace, try to take space themselves, I think that will make it a pretty interesting map one.
Yeah, it should be an interesting map one. The teams are flipped on the stream. My apologies, guys. I'll get that fixed in a second. And looks like there we go. That should be a little better. But we're going to be on board with the Devils so far. We'll see what they have to. Lazy for one. Lazy not able to get the second one, but that's going to be early P1 time. But already the flank in from Gino in the back. Decent route from him, and everybody falling on all different sides, but it's going to be Fortifi Mutts that come out on top.
Yeah, as you can see, big wins, though, for the side of Fortify there, as they did lose the initial points going down 6-0, but now you see, like I said, that teamwork from the side of Fortify just kind of goes around in a circle just perfectly. It's like a golden grail, right on your plate. The teamwork is just perfect. They're holding the rest as P1, and they're already looking to get to their early rotation from P2 before Devils is even there.
Yeah, 7. What kind of timing does he get here? Already in the back, but it's going to be red. Yeah, shots are on through, so Vessel picks up the pinch here. And 3 has an important one in the back as well. He loses it, so number 8, that's going to be Horizon's Fall anchoring the spawns for now, but he's going to need help. He's the lone member in the back and gets absolutely gunned off the back hedge. Vessel off to a hot start at 4-1 here.
Vessel pulling out that 4-1. As you can see, though, the side of Devils are going to be spawning in that backside. And it's going to be a triple stack on this P2 if you are the side of Fortify. Fortify is not trying to give up any sort of space, any holes at whatsoever on this P2. And I know sometimes the last few times I've casted them, they've had a little bit of, unfortunacy on P2, but it looks like they're trying to clean it up here.
Yeah, great hold from the front so far. It looks like the spawns are going to be parallel now, and they know it. Lost gets a Paris for himself before he finally falls, so time is going to go red finally, but that was a good start from Fortify, gaining about a 20 or so second advantage in this opening set of rotations, but the breaks are on in. Nades is going to get this final 15. It's really up to Reba. Stay alive on rotation. He has a player right next to him, but he'll skedaddle on out of there. And the spawns are going to be in for this P3 side, so the setup might be promising. If you are the Devils here, we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, I gotta say, a big hold there for the side of Fortify on that P2, as the P3 gunfights are going to go through, and it looks like it should favor the side of Devils, which it is going to be the case, but the side of Fortify is going to get those lucky pocket spawns in the back, so gotta see what they can do here, but it is going to be Reba getting one, does get traded out almost immediately, but now it's going to be Fortify trying to see if they can retake this.
Yeah, I mean, 2 losses in a perfect spot to pinch, but he has spawners coming through and not recognized it in time. He'll fall, but Vessel's done a good job patrolling this top office area, doing a good job, biding his time, waiting for his teammates to pinch on in, but he eventually falls, so it's going to be scrappy toward this P3 hill. Looks like Fortify are going to break on in. 2 loss gets a pair as well. 20 seconds left, so new rotations are going to be on the minds of both of these teams, but an early lead go toward Fortify. We'll see. Maybe Devils can capitalize on these rotations as they're already here.
Yeah, with Fortify about getting almost 30 seconds on that P3 with the Devils getting the initial setup. Unfortunately, they weren't able to hold that setup, and they were able to get broken down. Unfortunately, though, that is not what you want as Devils, but they do have the Money Hill rotation already. And it's going to be number 2, though, for the side of Fortify trying to break in through this fire side. It is not going to be the case. He does actually win the gunfight, but it's going to be 3 from Horizons, gets traded by nades. Oh, big gunfights all around, Clem.
Yeah, I think that was Loom, actually. Codcaster's great, ain't it? But, I mean, yeah, Loom goes huge, gets a 3-piece, slows them down, and that's going to spawn them all still toward this boat side, I mean, Fortify weren't there for the rotation, and they're making them pay so far. Already 30 seconds off of the clock. This is a good route from Nades, though. He might be able to catch a straggler, in the water if he gets a good timing here. We'll see what it looks like. He's waiting for the pinch to come in. Gets a freebie, maybe even a second one if he's ready for it, and he will be. Can he keep going? A third one. Falls as well. Good team shots from his teammate as Fortify are going to re-break on it. Even the Semtex over the top. That was a great life from Nades the Warrior there.
Yeah, that was an amazing life. Playing his life, getting the kills, helping his team try to increase their lead a little bit more. And oddly enough, the last few Haciendas that I've personally casted, Clem, a lot of the teams do go down in those initial P1s to P3s, and for some reason that P4 is just their money maker. And that is going to be the case, though, for the side of Devils, being able to inch it back within just 1 hill now, only down about 30 points, as it is going to be Horizon's Fall holding up your top open section, as the kills are going to go in favor of Devils here.
Yeah, Devils on the pinch, though. They got a couple of people to spawn out, but I mean, they're all going to be dying on the side of Devils. We'll see if they're able to hold for now, as map positioning is going to flip. 30-second advantage for Fortifi to play with. We'll see if they can clear them on this P1 side. So far, it's been kind of sloppy. Two Lost Guns to get a couple in the feed, though, so it's going to be pinstripe for now. Nobody really gaining a whole lot of P1 time, as rotation's got to be on both of these teams' mind at this point.
Yeah, P1, I was about to say, but Fortifi finally actually gets onto it. But the side of Devils, I believe, did only get 10 seconds off this as well. And it looks like it's about to be the same exact for the side of Fortifi. But it's going to be Fortifi on the early P2 rotation. See if they can hold it here again. They did have a pretty perfect hold, but it's not going to be the case. Loom with a big 3-piece. And then to break it up for the Devils, it's going to be the wins in the back as well for the side of Devils. It's going to be all of Fortifi kind of spreading out off this respawn. Now, what you want to see here, because unfortunately, like I said, Fortifi is a really good teamwork team. If they can get close to each other, work out those trades, they are pretty much unstoppable. But them being a little spread kind of gets me worried.
Yeah, that was just a perfect rotation from Devils. They get all the kills in transition. That'll net them the first 20 or 25 seconds. We'll see what the break looks like. It's been 2 for 2 so far. Gino loses an important one. Just down to Vessel, the lone member, and he has an onslaught of players to deal with, but he has the car head glitch. His advantage is the head glitch. Their advantage, the numbers. We'll see if it pays off. Team kill coming through. 2 dead in the feed. Another nice collapse from the Devils. We'll see if it lasts for a long time as the pinch is on in. It looks like it's going to be Fortifi, going to be claiming most of the scrap time for now. We'll see if they can hold. 10 seconds is all that is to play for, and the rotations are on the mind of these players. 5 seconds is all it's going to be. And we'll see. You know, P3 was pretty scrappy last time, Raven. We'll see if they're able to get a little bit more time for the side of Devils this time around.
Yeah, and as you see, the kills going in this P3 are favoring the side of Fortifi Mutts. And like you said, Clem, that P2 Vessel and Nades were the key playmakers there to solidify the last, I would say, about, what, 15 seconds there. That's big scrap there if you're outside of Fortifi. And obviously the boys of the side of Devils are going to be spawning out towards that willow section, which is not really the spawn that you really want to be getting right now, because that is, it can be just a grueler spawn trap for the side of Devils. But it is going to be Fortifi, though, holding this here. About 30 seconds left, I believe, on this scrap time, but it's going to be Lazy coming in with the contest. Does get taken down, but it is going to be the side of Devils getting those pocket spawns in the backside of P3.
Yeah, it just seems like Fortifi have been better on the hills where it's been more contested. I mean, and if Devils don't have a perfect setup, they haven't really been able to get a bunch of time. You saw that on the P2, on that P4. These mixy hills have just been favoring Fortifi, and it's showed in the scoreboard so far. I mean, a 60-point advantage as we transition to our next hill. It might be another, you know, a desperate attempt right now for the side of Devils to get some early time. I mean, they soaked this almost the entire time last time, Raven. We'll see if they can get themselves back into the game and do the same here.
And as much as you people that are at home, you know, watching this, or us two handsome human beings cast your guys' teams and vice versa, we don't like, you know, blowouts. We want a close matchup. So I really do hope the side of Devils can hold this P4, kind of make it within about, I'd say, 10-point game. But it's going to be Nades here hitting this perfect flank. Potentially does get 1. Does potentially almost get 2. Does get shut down, though. It is going to be all up to Gino. Gino drops. It's all up to 2 loss for the side of Fortifi. He drops as well. It's going to be all Devils in the kill feed and potentially for the rest of the scrap to put it about 150 to 173.
Yeah, their P4 holds have looked good so far. I mean, despite, you know, Nade the Warriors hit the route man, he's gotten paid, but his teammates just haven't been able to get as many kills and as many trades from the front as he would like. So that, you know, the routes, they may be good, but they haven't netted them a bunch of time. And I mean, look at the score. It's already closed. That gap so tremendously. Only about 30 seconds now down for the side of Devils. And we'll see if they're able to get any of this time. The rest of these hills have where they've struggled so far in this match. I'm looking to them to see if they can get a hold maybe on this P1, these P3 hills if it comes down to it. We'll see if they can close the gap. As I mean, it's looked good so far in this transition to the third rotation here.
Yeah, as you can see here, guys, the side of Devils does have this P1 control, which is actually, I believe, going to be the first full, like, decent hold that they have had so far through the 3 rotations. But it is going to be a little bit of split kills going on from both sides. Gino does hop on that top lights, gets 1, as he is looking for a second, doesn't end up getting it. Horizon's by far the best KD so far on the side of Devils, just killing everything in his sight. But it is going to be Fortifi, though, getting the rest of the scrap potentially, as they are going to break through. But it is going to be a P2 setup in favor of Devils.
Yeah, Loom gets a huge 2-piece. The flank coming through from the Rock Hill, so, you know, crucial for him to find there. He has a player chasing. Will he read it in time? But he's going to get to the corner beforehand. So, yeah, it's going to be about, you know, Fortifi. How does your breaks look? They've looked okay so far this series, but not the best. We'll see if they can improve on that for this P2 hill. Trophy is going to block that nade for now as Vessel's by himself. Should get a freebie in the front. Yeah, player not aware of his positioning so close. and he's just waiting for his teammates to break on through. They're going to be taking water routes, so this is a lot of time to give up, but I can understand why. They want to get a clean break. They don't want to have to make a scrappy contest, but so far they've been failing at it. 3 dead already. 2 lost, the last alive in the lobby. Wondering when his teammates are going to get a kill on this break, as it's not looking great so far for the Fortifis.
No, this is by far one of the better P2 holds I have seen from the side of Devils. And unfortunately, I will say this, 2 Lost had an immaculate start for the side of Fortify, being very aggressive, getting the kills when he needs to. He is now starting to slow down a little bit, which then I've been seeing Devils is starting to pick it up in that score line. So I feel like if 2 Lost can try to pick up that energy yet again, like he did in the beginning of this map, I feel like it could go Fortify's way. But it is going to be Fortify, though, on this P3 rotation, but it is going to be the side of Devils going through that backside, trying to contest and trying to retake this hill, and that is going to be the case.
Yeah, they've done a great job on these rotations. I feel like the slaying has kicked up as well on this 3rd set of rotations. They have not lost a whole lot of gunfights as of late. We'll see if that's, able to get them across the line. They only need 20 more points to close this game out, and so far it's going to be a pinstripe kill feed. Last one alive is Vessel on the overextension. Pistol is too good. And it's going to be Horizon's fall. 37 for him. 10 seconds away from the victory. Just popping off for the Devils right now. Slide, dip, and dodge, and doing what he can to get the W across the finish line. Can anybody even touch? And it looks like the answer is a resounding no. 250, 199, and a comeback. A late game comeback at that for the Devils. They'll get it across the finish line in this map number 1.
Also, chat, like we discussed before we even started this map number 1, Fortifi Mutts were undefeated in map count, and now in winners round or winners semis, they end up dropping map 1 finally. So I believe now it is a 30-1 map count for them, but it is going to be Devils taking it 250 to 199. We are in store now for a Hacienda S&D clan.
Yeah, and honestly, this is the game mode where I thought Devils had a chance, but coming out, and punching them in the mouth like that, map number 1, it's definitely, wasn't on my bingo card, but, it was a close affair. I think Fortify were, comfortably in the lead that entire time until the late game resurgence, like we were saying a second ago. Devils just kicked up. Whether, they were getting all the kills, all the slays, and their P4 rotations is really what allowed them to hang on for that long to get the comeback going. If we transition to SND, anything can happen here. I guess predictions from you, Raven. You've casted more of their games than mine. How do you fare the Fortify boys in map number 2 here?
Like I said, I know Hacienda is one of their stronger maps. As we saw in map number 1, though, it was pretty much a one-sided affair for a good majority of it. But obviously the Devils came back and kind of found the kinks inside the Fortified Mutts camp. Yeah. So the S&D, I do feel a little positive, though, for the side of Fortified Mutts. I've casted quite a bit of Hacienda S&Ds for them. So I think I'm going to go Fortify here, but I'm going to go 6-5, because like I said, I don't know much about the Devils play on Hasi, but I know Fortified Mutts, their best map is Hasi, in my opinion. So looking forward to a good series here, regardless.
Yeah, honestly, so the last time I casted the Devils, they got 6-0'd, and it was on Rewind. So we're not going to see Rewind in this series for at least for SND. So that is I guess the saving grace for the Fortify guys at this point. And if you say Hacienda is your best map, I would tend to agree with you. I predicted a map 5. It's looking like we might head there, as we'll see. I would probably predict a similar scoreline as well, as we're going to be loading on into map number 2, Hacienda Search. We'll see if the Fortify guys can reclaim some of that momentum they had at the start of that game. It seemed like they lost some steam toward the end of that map. Maybe just the guns starting to activate on Devils. They look good at the end of them, especially Horizon. I believe close to a 40 bomb in map number 1 there.
Yeah, absolutely insane kills from Horizon. And like I said, I've known Horizon personally since about Black Ops 4 days. So I know the guy's been around a long time. He's a really good player. So I would absolute tip that performance, but I will still not take that away from Fortify, though. Fortify is still a team to, don't judge them off of map number 1 just yet, chat. Just lock in with us. But it is going to be Horizons, though, getting that. Actually, yeah, it is going to be Horizons getting that first blood, but it's going to be Vessel trading him out. It looks like it's going to be a B push here for the side of, I think it's Fortify, right?
Yeah, Devils on the left, Horizon on the right. Or, not Horizon, Fortify, Jesus. Get it together.
Yeah, Kata's deceiving me, chat.
Sorry, guys, I missed the most of that round flipping the team names. But yeah, it was an aggressive push for the Devils. going top closed as well, getting the bomb down as well. 2v1 situation, Gino versus 2. What can you have? The timing works out in his favor. 1v1 now has plenty of time to work with, and he knows where Lazy is. He's shot. The shots are coming in. Wallbang's not quite good enough, but the sub might be. Oh, no, not at that angle. Unfortunately for him, 27 HP. And Lazy's going to clutch in the end there, so Devils are going to get themselves first on the scoreboard here.
Massive opening round though for the side of Devils, trying to set that pacing, trying to set the momentum obviously for their side. And I was saying this to Crunch yesterday in the cast that we were watching, and all 3 series that we did. I feel like this S&D bug is very just unfortunate, and it kind of slow, like not, I wouldn't say overly, but kind of minorly advantages the team that wins the first round, because whoever
Yeah.
is still alive, you still get that field upgrade recharge. So
Yeah, for sure.
let's see what the side of Devils can do with that. See if they can use that to their advantage and potentially, take an extra round or 2 here. But I do gotta say, Horizons though, getting that first blood, Vessel getting the blood back was a pretty big thing. I think the last time I did watch the 45 Mutts, they were just completely steamrolling everybody straight off of just first blood. So having another team being able to first blood them is a big change.
Yeah, a team that can shoot back can definitely be a scary one. We'll see if that's the case, because Devils look good in map 1. It's going to be an aggressive hit from Nades. Going through bottom mid right now, all the way into their wine. Are they going to read this pressure? Not sure if they know he's here yet, but number 3, looks like Lazy's going to get first blood on the 3 spree as well. 3 spree as well. 2 do fall, but Nades should get the trade, and it's going to be a 2v2 situation now. Nades getting lost in their spawn, but Bomb's going to be down top mid. That's not a great look.
No, not at all. But it is going to be a 2v2 here. The bomb is going to be stranded on that top hall section. Horizons fall does kind of have the information on that.
Yeah, that's a great setup.
Yeah, it's an immaculate setup. You got Horizons sitting here on this top plat. You got, I think that's number 4 going to be on the back office stairs sitting by the vault. It's going to be a double hit though for the side of 45 Mutts. On these backsides, it's going to be number 4 going into a gunfight here. Takes down 1. Reba into the second. Reba gets the shots down. Reba puts shots down. He does not win the 1. It's going to be Vessel evening it out 1v1. Horizons up top though. Does have the height advantage.
And I think Vessel has a pretty good idea where he is, too, as well, the way he's playing it. But he only has 15 seconds. He has to collect the bomb or find him. He's running out of time here. Horizon's just playing it so patiently. Oh, the timing couldn't be worse for him as he turns away. But Vessel not going to be picking the right lane. He can't find him. And it looks like it's too late to plant the bomb. Can these last second shenanigans come out? It looks like the answer is no. So Vessel, unfortunately for him, just runs out of time to deal with that clutch. And yeah, I think he did have an inkling of where Horizon was playing, but just couldn't locate him.
Yeah, unfortunately though, for the side of Devils there with Rebo, I think Rebo would have been able to get that kill if he would have just trusted his instincts on the initial ADS that he had. After going out into the ADS, off the ADS, and ended up falling, that was just unfortunate timing for Reba. But big win though for the side of Devils. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Fortifi lose back-to-back rounds in S&D. So, shout out to Devils here, but it's going to be Devils pushing up this top open section. But it is going to be, I believe that's going to be Gino, though, pushing up through that rock section for the side of Fortifi. But it's going to be 2 down for the side of Fortifi, 3 down for Fortifi. It's going to be all to number 5, Gino, in a 1v3. Bomb is in the hand of Bloom, though.
Oh, and I don't think Gino meant to to open the door that forcefully here, but it looks like nobody is home at the B bomb site. So that'll at least give Gino some info that they are toward this A bomb site. If he can kill the bomb planter while he's planning, this round is still clutchable, but it really comes down to what kind of timing Gino gets here. And really, if he checks the bomb now, it might be a saving grace for him, and he gets the first one as well. So 45 seconds left. This round is all but over. We'll see what happens, or is far from over, excuse me. We'll see what happens, what Gino can do here, because they know he's top mid now, but he could be lost at anywhere now.
Yeah, Gino looking to try to find another life, but it's not going to be the case right now. 25 seconds, though, on the clock. Is going to be Horizons with the bomb in hand, but it looks like it's going to be a P2 wrap. Potentially going to that B site. It's going to be number 5 Gino still on your screen. I don't know if he's going to really get the good timing here. The bomb is going to go down to B. Gino probably going to read this potentially. Maybe be able to make the play here. See what can happen. The gunfights are going to go through. Bullets are flying, but he does get away with his life. Now it's time for a reset.
Yeah, 35 seconds left. He has the SMG, so potentially could maybe make a play here, but I mean, he's gonna run out of time. He doesn't have any tax to, getting the information to work with either here, and he's gonna be right below these players. It could actually work out in his favor if he gets good timing here. He can't win the first one. The slide is too strong. Devils Oh my god, I mean, 3 in a row here, Raven. They're coming out hot in this SMD. This might be more of a one-sided series than we predicted.
I feel like every time I've predicted a series, when it's been two very well put together rosters, I have been wrong every time. It's it's a bad day to be a Brandon Raven. You know, I feel like I can't get any predictions right, but hey, it is all right. We're here. We're all having fun. We're all here casting and chilling, watching two great teams battle it out. So, but I think the winner of this, I don't know who goes off. I think the winner of this goes on to play Unity Visual or
Yeah, the winner of the
ZXG
semifinal.
Remorse. So we got back-to-back series, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to be absolute rulers. But it is going to be First Blood, though, in favor of Horizon Fall for the side of Devils. The bomb is going to go down onto this A point or A bomb site for the side of Fortifi. But it's going to be Reba trying to get a little mixy with it. Goes through this wall section. No, it does sniff out Gino. Down goes Gino. Reba does get traded out, though, to actually fall for the side of Devils.
Yeah, this was an overwhelming advantage for the Devils so far, but now it's just left to Nades. Fortifi have reclaimed it back to their advantage. 1v1 situation. Horizon getting shots through the wall. Nades just has to get on out of there. Lives for a couple more seconds, Nades, but no, you're gonna fall through the wall. Horizon's fall. Wins the round there. And I mean, Nades had the clutch in his hand, in his back pocket. It was so close to getting it over the line there, Raven. Just couldn't get through the doorway.
Oh, that is just truly unfortunate, man. I'm gonna say this. I've been there once, but that was back on Berlin Hardpoint in Vanguard. I remember I was playing for top 2 in the LAN, and the one time I needed to go through a window, it denied me. So I kind of feel Nade's
Yeah.
issues here, going through the doorway, not being able to get away. But it is gonna be Horizons though, clutching up yet again for the side of Devils, going on a 6-1 on a 5. This man's doing it all.
Yeah, he's having a great
Did
map.
it all in the,
Yeah, the first map
did
you were
a
saying
hard
as well.
point.
Yeah, like the S&D, the first map. Yeah, he's having a great series so far. It's really going to be up to Fortifi if they can shut him down. I mean, it's looked flawless from the Devils so far this series. Gino tagged down low already. Gets a freebie as well, though. Teammates watching over his top. That's going to be First Blood, but a quick trade on through. That's going to be Lumen Crew. What can you do here as the pinch is on in from Nades? Already gets tags in one. The second one's going to fall as well, surely here, and that's the answer back that Fortifi desperately needed there.
Yeah, Fortifi finally getting around on the board, trying to get a little bit more momentum going. Like I said, I feel like a little bit of Fortifi Mutts are kind of at an awe right now with the roster obviously having a substitute in where they have ran their 30-0 maps score with, I believe it was Yeti, who's their original player. So trying to get the feet wet a little bit, trying to get around on the board, get some momentum. Obviously, they're going to be on the offensive side again. I feel like the best way for Fortifi to be able to get another round, potentially to win this map, is to hold those setups, obviously, and to potentially, like you said last round, is to stop Horizon Fall.
Yeah, Loom gets tagged from a nade, though. It looks like it's going to be a B hit, maybe a slow push toward this B bomb site. They just need to string some rounds together, get some confidence. They have, ever since the last part of that hard point, they have looked like they have been behind the 8-ball, like one play behind, one trade behind, the match speed. We'll see if they can do something so far. It's a 4v4. Nobody's fallen just yet. This has been an incredibly slow round toward this B bomb site. We'll see if Horizons is going to activate right now. It looks like it's the perfect time for him to strike. 2 fall 4 Fortifi right now. Make it 3 as well. It's just down to Loom. 1v1 situation, and he loses it. So Bessel, they clutch on up here. The 2-piece, I believe that was from Nades as well, is going to secure them that round. That was, I mean, this might be the start for Fortifi. They're starting to get that momentum. 2 in a row for them now.
Yeah, big kills though out of Nade. Nade the Warrior was pretty much the reason why I feel like they won that round. Big 2-piece trying to open up that bomb site a little bit, because with that 2-piece, that kind of opens it up a little bit more for his teammates to kind of watch other lanes.
Yeah.
Being able to put trust in your teammate to win those key gunfights is a major thing. Shout out to Vessel though, winning that key 1v1 though in the end of the round to give them that second round on the board. And like I said, Clam, them holding the setups, if they can hold their post-plant setups, they win the round, and they did just that.
I love this aggression toward outer fence, though. It's going to be a 2-pronged attack. Gino is going to be stunned out, though, so that's going to be information gain. Trade's going down top mid right now. One player's going to fall on through. Gino's there for the trade. We'll see if Horizon's Fall can catch a straggler, but he's going to be right above this player, so unable to do so. He's he's going to need to activate soon. He's behind the entire enemy team, but does he know it? And he's going to spot Gino, but Gino's going to spot him. The shot's going to rain out, but they're not going to find a home. Still a 2v3 situation. Loom is behind a player as well, so he's going to get a freebie. That'll equalize things here. Potentially still a winnable round for the Devils here, and everybody's just playing ring around and rosy with each other. Gino gets another one. Now 1v2 situation for Loom, and he's going to be spotted. Surely going to shot in the back, and he should fall here eventually as the jump chow comes in. 3 in a row, Raven. I don't know what's going on, but I'm liking it for Fortifi.
Yeah, no, absolutely big wins just out of Fortifi. I think what they did though was kind of match the pacing, but then dwindled the pacing when needed. You know, like with Horizon Fall in the beginning of those, I'd say the first 4 rounds was just flying at everything, getting the kills, catching everybody from the side of Fortifi off guard. Now that Fortifi is kind of matching that energy a little bit, you know, pushing up, getting the initials, then backing up just a little bit, holding said setups that they have already in place from the beginning of the round is just immaculate gameplay. It makes me want to come back to COD, honestly.
Yeah, Nades and Gino combining for 2-piece that round. They'll get it over the line. And now the B stack, but it's not going to be B. They misread the situation. We'll see if they elect to plant the bomb. It looks like it will be going down quickly on A. I love this adjustment out of the Devils here. We'll see if Horizon's Fall gets spotted. He has a player in his tin. He's just waiting for the info for his team to activate here. Potentially, could possibly save the round for his team. Or he might not even need it. I mean, Lost is shooting players in the back here. This is a great setup from Fortifi. We'll see what Nades does. As, yeah, he finally elects to activate. 4v2 situation. Just a quality round out of Fortifi here. They should get this one done.
Yeah, massive A take from the side of Fortifi. And like we said, Clam, I did not expect to be a 4 straight and a 4 straight back for the side of Fortifi. I did not expect this whatsoever. But that is going to be the case. Loom is going to drop. It's going to be 4-4, ladies and gentlemen. 4 rounds for Devils. Now 4 rounds for Fortifi Mutts. Are we going to witness a back-to-back breakdown for opposite sides? I don't want to be the one to jinx it, but I'm just saying, because we saw the breakdown a little bit from Fortifi last map, and now we're slowly seeing it from this map of Devils. I got to say, we're in for a series tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and I mean, 4-piece. If you're Devils now, you went up 4-0. Now you've lost 4 in a row. What does the confidence look like? Are you shaken at all a little bit? Because, like, what you've done the last 4 rounds just hasn't worked. And it hasn't really been, there has been a couple close rounds, but that one was not particularly close. We'll see if, Fortifi can keep up that momentum. It seems like they're adjusting well to what Devils has been showing them so far. We'll see if it's going to be continuing Fortifi's way as Devils. You got to answer back, and you got to answer back sooner. This map's going to come quickly out of your hands.
Yeah, the side of Devils, they got to try to, like, reroute their brains a little bit here. Try to trust each other some more. Try to play together a little bit as well. I feel like their teamwork was pretty good the first 4 rounds, and then I feel like they got a little ballsy, trying to just take chows one by one. But it is going to be a potential A push here, I believe, for the side of Devils. As you can see, that bomb side is going to be anchoring towards that top plat a little bit. It's going to be number 8 Nades, though, in that back side towards 10. But the first gunfight should be going through here very soon. Who will get the first blood, Clam?
I think Vessel's in a prime position to do so. Tags are on in. Nade's going to be cooked, but he's going to be pressured out here. He has to back on up or risk losing his life here, but the nade's going to land. Insta-trade, though, coming on through. That's going to be Lumen Crew. What can you do? 3v3 situation. He might get a freebie. The jump up, not quite enough, but it's going to get chased on out. They're running out of time. 20 seconds left. They have to plant the bomb here. I don't know what they're doing, top office. They're running out of time. They got to do something. Get the kills. Get aggressive, as they're both going to be trapped here with 10 seconds left. This round has quickly come out of, just run out of time for him. 8 seconds left, and there's nothing they could do. Yeah, that round was way too slow for me there, Raven. I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, like I said, like right off the end of my comm, who's going to get the first blood? It was Vessel, though, getting shot at. Did get taken down, but the Kobe nade came through onto Horizon, even out the life advantage. And for some reason, after Horizons fell, that entire team just staggered inside the top office, which was just not okay. It was just not a thing to do. With the amount of time that you had, I feel like I think it was Reba who actually put shots, or it was either Reba or Lazy who put shots on the nades there on the outer plat. Should have just chowed, took the single chow, got that kill, and then worked their way towards A. But obviously that was not what happened.
Yeah, this is a aggressive push toward B, though. 4-hit as well. Loom tag down low. He's going to get insta-traded. Nobody there to get his trade as well. So, clean. Man-up advantage. Bomb should go down shortly. It looks like they're not playing for it quite yet. Playing a little bit patiently. They don't want to scam this round away. Tags are going to be on in. I believe Lazy gets tagged down. Yeah, 30 HP for him. So, that should give the info that there's a player here. And they have tons of time to work with as well here, Raven. They could potentially wrap on back. We'll see if they end up going toward A. I actually like this. They're going to leave nades on an island toward B to play for the late lurk. And you know, they're going to get some info toward A. They don't have a ton of map control, though. They got to be careful.
Yeah, the side of Devils holds a lot of the upper map control, but it looks like it is going to be an A push, like you said, on the wrap. It's going to be Horizons, though, trying to sniff out this play, and it's going to be the case. Horizons does put down some shots, should get the player off of the bomb site, which will be done. It's going to be a 3v3 now. Life advantage for neither. It is going to be evened out, but it's going to be nades coming through, lurking through that side. Doesn't end up getting one. Nades trying to get away with his life. Might get the good timing here through off of Reba. The timing does favor nades. The bomb is going to go down on A. Going to be Gino. Number 3 and 4 working this top hall section. Lazy should be taking down nades here. Actually, not going to be the case. Nades getting away with his life for like the 4th time this map, ladies and gentlemen.
That might be the round, Raven. The fact that they don't get that kill might, you know, transition that into a map victory. They only have 30 seconds to work with, and yeah, now just all up to Reba in a 1v3 situation. What happened to the Devils in this map, Raven? They lose 6 rounds in a row. What did I just witness?
I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that, honestly. The one little score line that I was going to say last round, but I was going to wait until after the map. Horizon Fall was, I believe, 6-1 at one point. He ended the map 8-7.
Yeah.
So Horizon Fall through the first 4 rounds was pretty much a nuisance on the map. He was a Pred-like player, pushing up, getting annoying, getting those kills. And then I see him turn into, I don't know, like a Dylan Envoy from this year, you know, just kind of not existent, not, you know, might be there in the comms, but on the map was not really much of a presence as he was.
Yeah, no,
So
I mean, for sure. I mean, yeah, Horizon started off great and then fell off toward the end. And I mean, that was just the ultimate composure from Fortifi for me. They looked, I mean, they lost 4 rounds in a row and they made it look like they, you know, didn't even, you know, they just started. They just like, oh, that starts here. Gotcha. We'll give you 4 free rounds. I mean, that was the ultimate composure I've seen out of them. That was a great look. And they're going to take it 6-4 in the ultimate fashion as well. So, I mean, you know, momentum in map number 3. I mean, it's got to be favoring Fortifi after they win 6 straight, right? That's crazy composure that they just showed us.
yeah, no, the amount of composure that is going through that Discord call right now has got to be quite like award giving, in my opinion. You know, they deserve the greatest award because going down 4-0 in a Hacienda S&D and then bringing it back 6 straight rounds is not an easy task. Like I did say though, I did predict that Fortify was going to be a good team on Hasi, and they have proven me to be correct. Unfortunately,
right.
they weren't able to close out. They weren't able to close out map number 1, but they for sure, you know, got their get back on that map number 2. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going into a protocol control now. Clam.
Yeah.
Give me your insight. Give me
Oh,
any
man.
predictions you got.
I don't know because map 1 did not go how I expected. Devils came out and just, I mean, they clutched up, you know, late into the round or late into the game. I do expect Fortifi to continue this momentum from the search and destroy. It seemed like they, you know, finally, you know, they look like they're alive finally in this series, and that was, you know, some great composure out of them. We'll see. You know, I watched them play Protocol on this map before, and they looked like they're pretty comfortable on it. So I'd probably take them. It might even be 3-1 here, Raven. I'm predicting 3-1 in this control. I mean, chat, you guys, let us know what y'all think in there. I'll make a poll real quick while we're waiting for this lobby to get started.
So you're predicting what, 3-1 Fortify?
Yeah, 3-1 Fortify, I think is my prediction. What about you, Raven?
I'm gonna go 3-2. Reason being is because I've seen a lot of protocol controls, and the way that protocol works, I gotta lean towards the 3-2 a little bit. Because I feel like the defensive side on protocol is just a masterclass side for any map at this point. I feel like protocol is the one map though that defense is basically guaranteed almost like 80% of the time compared to the 2 other maps. So
yeah, I mean that's like kind of the safe option, right? I mean, obviously, you know, defense is preferred on protocol. It's really, even on Hacienda as well, Vault's really the only map that's kind of more 50-50, more even potentially favoring the offense. So I mean, yeah, that's probably a safe bet. I would I would say map 5 is probably likely, but I just think the fact that Fortifi, I've watched them play this map a ton, and their offense is, they've looked good when they've played them. They've been able to transition, like when they get map control, it seems like they're able to transition either B to A or A to B very easily when they do make their pushes. They're able to slay out really effectively. So that's kind of where I'm thinking, where my head's at with the 3-1 take there. I think they're going to potentially win an offense here and close it out in 4. But I mean, you know, who knows? I've been wrong about countless different predictions I've done in the past, so we'll see if if it pans out for us, Raven.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yes,
But
sir.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna send it to Clam for a minute. I'm gonna run to the restroom real fast. So make sure y'all keep him entertained. You know, he's a lonely person when it's just him. All right, it gets lonely when you're the only caster. Trust me, I get it. Especially after last night, after dealing with Crunchify, it was just a horrible time. All right, that man gave me nothing but poop. I don't want to say the S word, but he gave me a bunch of poop the entire stream last night. So
Damn.
enjoy
Gave you,
Clam's presence. He's a handsome person.
what's going on, Chad? How we doing? How we doing tonight? Yeah, Raven, I'll see you in a minute. We're gonna be starting map number 3. It's gonna be protocol control here. We'll see if our predictions reign true or not, or we'll see if we'll end up seeing all 5 rounds. It's very likely we could. Protocol is definitely a defensive-sided map, probably the most defensive-sided map we have in control in our series. We're going to be loading on in. We'll see if we got the team names right. I'll fix them if they're not. Looks like we do. Again, the teams aren't switching sides for me, so I appreciate that, guys. But we're going to be on board with the Fortifi boys on defense. Gino getting aggressive toward top mid already. He's going to find a gunfight as well, but potentially not quite yet. Vessel going to be finding one low. The shot's raining true. Not quite enough to get that kill. That's going to be info gain. Gino's going to be wrapping the world as well. Gets a kill there, but I mean, Lazy on the point all the meanwhile. 4v3 situation, make it 4v4 as both teams getting a wipe so far. Going to be a bunch of players toward top trips already. We'll see what the flank comes out. Reba is behind both of them. Can he make a play here? It looks like he will by the skin of his teeth, but he is insta-traded. And spawn kills coming out already. Horizons, you got to turn around. You got to turn and burn. Can you do it? And he gets one, but cannot find the second one. We'll see if they're able to get their way out of spawn so far. As 2 Lost watching the overextension. This has been a decent defense so far from Fortifi, only allowing 1 tick. We'll see if they're able to keep it up as all of the members are in this top trips area. And it looks like Nades is going to fall. So decent control so far. We'll see if it's met with any resistance. As a little bit, but not a whole lot. Loom shots in the back as well. Pinstripe kill feed. Is Loom able to get 2? So that's going to clear the base for now. Gino on the overextension. What timing do you have right now? It looks like great. The iron is going to hold strong. And so far, Devils haven't been able to touch the point at all. But just as I say that, 4 do fall. And this might be the opening that the Devils needed. We'll see if the stack is on through. It's a 2 stack right now. It looks like Lazy gonna get kills on the overextension up to a 2 streak. Make it a 3 streak. And A should be all but an afterthought for the Devils right now. It's really, can they transition toward this B zone? What does the timing look like for them? Vessel on the overextension gets 1. But it's going to need to be more than that. They need to reclaim this map positioning that they had early in this map. We'll see if they're able to do it. So far, so good for the Fortifi boys. But the map is kind of all over the place. Reba in their spawn. Nades in the opponent's spawn as well. Just trading blows back and forth. Nobody really able to get any sort of positioning going. This is a creddy corner out of Nades. We'll see if it pays off for him. He has 1 player right next to him. The knife's going to come out, and he's going to get the stab. Backstab for him. Nades going to be getting on out of dodge. Finds another one. 4 streak for Nades. It's just Loom on the overextension, and he is dealt with. So 50 seconds. 6 plays 9 now. The Devils running out of time. Running out of lives. This round is probably going to be coming down to the life count. We'll see if it ends up doing that. A team nade coming out. But that player was probably dead anyway. So 6 plays 7. That's a good bounce back from the Devils now. We'll see if they can convert it. Gino has a player right next to him. He doesn't know it, though, as he's losing a teammate over the top. 30 seconds to play with. 5v4. Make it 5v3. As Lazy, the last one up off of spawn. He needs to play his life. It's so important that he does right now. He's getting tagged on low. Surely he'll fall here in a second. Pre-fire not able to find a home as Lazy. Back shots coming on in. Lazy. Oh my god. Almost able to get a second one there. 2 plays 3 now. Reba, Loom, what do you have left? Or this round is going to be over. We'll find out. The flank is coming on through from Loom. He gets 1 in the back, but he's by his lonesome. 1v2 situation. The pre-fire is not strong enough here. As Fortified,
Wow.
they'll claim the defense, but by the skin of their teeth there, Raven. I hear you back now.
Yes, sir. Had to, drain lizard.
Squeeze the lemon. Yeah, we got it.
Oh, I never used that one. Nice.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna have to use
gotcha.
that later. All right, so as I'm back, I hear Fortify won the defense, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken.
They won the
Okay.
defense, and it came down to life count. It was a 1v2, and I believe Fortify, or not Fortify, I believe Devils got 4 ticks on that round. Maybe 3 or 4, I'm not sure.
If I'm looking at the stream, I think it's 3. They were close to that B tick. I see that it was
Yeah.
dwindling just a little bit. So 3-0 or 3 ticks, obviously for the side of good old Devils. Horizon though having a little bit of a slow start here, sitting at 3 and 6, but it is going to be decided to Fortify on this offensive side. But it's going to be a 2-for-2 trade. 3 actually go down. It's going to be Gino on a 3. Gino is sitting at a 2.0 KD, but it is going to be Reba trying to play spoiler. Does end up getting 2 off the side of Fortified Mutts. Big wins if you are the Reba and the side of Devils.
Yeah, Reba going on a route as well. They're not really reading it. Runs out of ammo. I mean, he does end up getting the kill. A little bit of a troll situation there. We'll, see if he's able to get anything more. Nades is the only player past the 50-yard line right now, and he doesn't have anybody home he's able to find. So everybody just vying for map positioning. Reba still on this streak. Make it up to 5 now, as this has been a good hold so far from the Devils. We'll see if they can convert, because Fortify, they looked good off the start last time too, but they ended up getting broken late in that round.
Yeah, also, chat, Delps COD, the map count is in the bottom middle of the section. It says MC1-1. That means map count is even at 1 apiece. We are now currently in map number 3. It is going to be 2 down, though, for the side of Fortified Mutts. It's going to be actually 3 down now. It's going to be up to 2 lost here. Let's get the trade onto Reba. If you are side of Fortify, though, you have 0 ticks here. Where the side of Devils were able to get 3. Not ideal if you want this round to go into if this map goes into round 5 because the side of Fortify, so you need to make a play now.
Yeah, Gino really the only one able to touch the point right now. He's able to stop the clock for now, but yeah, only 10 seconds left. We'll see if they can get this minute extension. It's not looking likely so far. They have a couple members in their spawn to contend with as well. Pinstripe has been the kill feed though so far. Gino, an important one for you to win. Not quite able to win it though. Pistol not strong enough there, and Vessel last one alive. This is going to be a Devils victory in this round, unless Vessel can do something miraculous here. 3 seconds, and I don't think he's able to touch the time, so Devils only... excuse me, Fortify only able to get 1 tick on that round. Not the best look on the offense, but I mean, offense definitely the harder side. So we'll see. Your prediction might come true here, Raven. If this does indeed go round number 5, Devils they'll have the advantage.
Yeah, for the side of Fortify though, only I think they, like you said, only was able to get the 1 tick onto B. Not ideal for what you want on your first offense, obviously, when Devils did fully cap, I believe it was the A point.
Yeah.
So for this next round, they got to try to hold Devils down. Try to play for that defensive advantage. Get them into that spawn trap. Play their kills, play their lives. Try to interchange each other. If someone's weak, change them out with someone that's full health. Just try to make it a little bit more of a harder task for the side of Devils to try to get out of this spawn.
Yeah. And it was this man on your screen in the S&D. I didn't really call it out during the timing because they ended up winning the map, but 2 lost struggled in the S&D, struggling in this control as well, looking for him to kick up to maybe, potentially get Devils across the finish line in this series. So far has an important one to win. He does win it. That's going to be 3 dead for the Devils. So we'll see if they're able to convert that into some map positioning. Horizons is going to back on up, wait for his teammates because, the 50-yard line has been breached, but nobody really has a ton of control so far. It's really just vying for this map positioning. And we'll see if they're able to do it. I mean, Horizon's just dodging bullets at this point. Is he Neo? It looks like not. Maybe you need to practice a little bit more on your backbending ability.
That is an insane climatic plan. I don't even know how to go off of that. But we got Reba, the mom or the woman that can do everything. Currently pushing to that spawn side of. I can't even talk anymore because of you, dude.
I checked you too much.
It's gonna. And I'm checking now, chat, but it's gonna be Horizons or the side of Devils on this B point. First tick on the B should potentially be going through. The lives are gonna be traded out either which way, but it is gonna be life advantage. Actually, this is gonna be life advantage now for the side of Devils. Potentially here, Horizons in a 1v2 does end up getting 1. Like I said, the first tick goes through almost onto B. It's gonna be the first tick. The second tick now going through for the side of Devils. Not what you want. If you're on the side of Fortify, though, you got to try to stop him from getting all these ticks. Because I think if I do the math correctly, Devils holds and wins this offense off of ticks. I don't think if it goes to round 5 that Fortify will have the defensive side.
Yeah, they have 2 ticks in this round already, for sure confirmed. And, a third one about to fall on this B zone if they're able to do so. So we'll see if they're up to the task so far, it's been kind of a scrappy offense so far. Nobody really able to get a whole lot done. I mean, it was just that B zone for now, but 10 seconds is all that's remaining. Horizon's going to slide on the point. He has a ton of players. Look at all these red arrows so far on the point. They're just all shooting them in this A point on the back so far, but the tick is going by quickly here. They have a ton of players stacking it right now, and 2 are going to fall. It's all up to Reba. Last alive. Can he touch the point? I mean, that's a good start. Gets 1 here, but tags are on in. Down low. 2 seconds left. Nobody from Devils can touch it in time, but I do believe they did get that 3rd tick as well, so definitely confirmed defense for round number 5 if we reach it. We'll see if that's going to be the case. I mean, I guess Fortifi, they have to win this offense or it's over here, but we'll see if they're able to do it.
Sorry, chat. Discord's a little skippy for me, but big win though for the side of Devils. You know, winning that offense, being able to, you know, put Fortifi on their back feet a little bit, trying to take this respawn. Kind of sort of what happened in map number 1. You know, start off, you know, a little bit slow, kind of on the first offense, with Fortifi taking that first round, but now you see the momentum kind of building up a little bit here. So big wins for the side of Fortifi, though, as they are going to take the 2-1 lead in this map. And I don't even know who got the first blood, but I believe it's going to be evened out lives for the side of Fortifi.
Yeah, Reba's shots over the top aren't going to land, and that's going to give the info these there. So, I mean, B is going to be on the cards for Fortifi here. Nade's in a great position as well. He's going to spot that player on the ramp, but he is also spotted as well. I believe Horizon saw him. So, I mean, Nades, what can you do right now? He's going to be the lone member toward this B site, just buying time for his teammates to get toward that A zone. And it's going to be, you know, Gino in their top base as well as 2 Lost, waiting for somebody behind him to potentially do something here as Nade's going to be off spawn. Having Horizon, another gunfight. Horizon wins it. He's 2-0 in those gunfights versus Nades. We'll see if he's, you know, able to win the next one off spawn. But Gino gets an important one in their base, and that should clear the A zone. This might be a double stack coming in for Fortifi now.
Yeah, Fortifi, though, is going to be up in live count by 4. And the first tick is going to go on to A, though, through fully for the side of Fortifi. Second tick, almost about halfway through, but it is going to be the side of Devils trying to contest it. It's going to be Loom falling. Down goes down goes Reba. Down goes Horizons. It's going to be all up to Lazy off the spawn. This A point should potentially go fully through before the side of Devils are able to contest it. See what can happen here, ladies and gentlemen. 4 to 5 Mutts, just seconds away from capping A. It's going to be Nades, though, trying to help solidify this cap, and that's going to be the case. A is going to be secured, as now they're going to be working their way towards B, but the kills are going to go in favor of the Devils.
Yeah, an overextension there, but it is dealt with. 2 Lost gets that first one, but it's just going to be back to the drawing board now. You have a minute and change to work with, but you're down lives. It has to be a pretty convincing push. Maybe a 3 down here, potentially. We'll see if Vessel can read the pressure from his back, as he's going to be shot in the back from Reba here in a second. But I don't think Reba saw him, actually. So potentially could shoot this player. But no, I don't know how he's aware there, but just the slide shell comes in through just in time. Loom finds the trade on Nades. And we'll see if, you know, Fortifi can do something here. Down about 4 lives. Still have a decent amount of time to work with. But, you know, it's going to be an uphill battle for them.
Yeah, the kills are going every which way right now. Nobody's really taking any advantage on a 3 or 4 dead. But it is going to be actually 2 down now for the side of Fortified Mutts. Big win, though, out of Nades. That is what you need if you're Fortified Mutts, trying to break through, trying to get to that B point, as you do only have 35 seconds left. This is a key round, though, for the side of Fortified, because you do not want to have to try to go to a round 5 offense, because usually a round 5 offense is never pretty, but it's going to be 2 lost, though. The last man standing on this top blue section for the side of Fortified Mutts, trying to get some kills. The live counts are going to be evened out here, ladies and gentlemen, but it is going to be Horizon's Fall. Playing in that back spawn does get taken down, but it is going to be all blue still in the kill feed for the side of Devils.
Yeah, and Vessel has to go. He only has 3 seconds left. He has to touch this point, or this clock is going to expire here. It's going to be 2 down, though. A third one above him, and it's going to get insta-traded now. So all up to Lazy. If I can switch to him, that'd be great. He's going to get 1. The nade's going to come on through. 1.9 on the clock. The double stack is coming out, but only 3 lives remaining. It should be all but over. We'll see if the nade takes him out, and it looks like some nice nades from Devils will secure that round. Came down to the wire yet again on the offense, but they will hold strong. So round number 5 here. I mean, you predicted the Devils on you know, before the map started here. Are you still thinking the Devils are going to take this in the defense?
Yes. I fully believe that Devils will end up securing the defense here. Unfortunately, though, for the side of Fortify, I just feel like sometimes their plays that are like trying to get to that B side, Devils are just playing spoiler, playing those cheeky corners. Whether if it's playing top blue or in the bottom locker section, being able to take those, small increment routes that are giving them just those God blessed timings. And that is not what you want if you are on the side of Fortified Mutts. But hey, it looks like it is going to be a potential B push here for the side of Fortified. Try to play for that offsite first, and it's going to be first blood in favor of Fortify.
Yeah, Loom behind enemy lines right now, but it looks like it's going to be a B hit, and that's going to be bottom as well. We'll see if, Loom can do anything. He has an SMG in the spot. Not exactly the best gun for the gunfight. Able to get one, but he is traded instantly. And this has been a good push from Fortify so far. Getting another 3 dead as well. Horizon's the last one. Now he has to activate. We'll see if he's able to do anything. Gets the important one, top mid. We'll see if he gets another freebie. Players jump spotting him. Not the best player to jump chow with the AR. Gets another one. And another one as well. 3 from Horizons. The trades are on in. Reba last alive, but that was good clearance toward the B zone. That was close to being a cap there early.
Yeah, 2 ticks go through for Fortify on this B site, which is by far probably the furthest they have gotten almost all map long. But it's gonna be Fortified though, trying to apply some pressure onto this spawn for the side of Devils.
Oh.
Give me nades, getting 1, getting 2, 3 go down for the side of Devils. The B point should be captured here any second, ladies and gentlemen. All that's left should be this A site. B is gonna go through. It's gonna be nades though, seeing this front red section. Playing for this outer kill, but Reba doesn't, shutting him down. It's gonna be Vessel though, getting the trade. Trades are going to go either which way for both sides here. It's going to be Loom, though, trying to drop down. Does get the kill. Lazy currently on a 2, sitting at 28-23. But it's going to be Gino from the back. Gino currently on a 2 as well for the side of Fortified Mutts, getting into that spawn of the side of Devils. And down goes the hard carry of Horizon's Fall. What are we going to see here, Clem? Do we see Fortify potentially capping this A point and
I think they take this, to be honest. They're up 6 lives. They still have a minute to work with as well. And Gino's doing a great job blocking the spawns as well, spawning them all the way out tower. They just need to claim their base, and they potentially can win this round. They just need to get a couple of kills here. We'll see what the timing looks like. Looks like Nades is going to spot the overextension as well. We'll see if Lazy can get one. Looks like he is on the overextension here. It's really about what Nades can do in his base. He's going to get tags on through. He should get traded here in a second. We'll see what the timing from Reba looks like. He's going to be tagged down low as well, so maybe Nades can get out with his life. Looks like he is for now. The shot's coming through. Not enough to kill Nades. But, I mean, this map has come down to a crawl right now. Gino finally dealt with in the opponent's base, though. So that's going to be a decent member for the side of Fortify cleared here. That might give them the potential space. But, I mean, only 6 lives to 12. This is not the look you want if you're Devils.
No, 2 ticks, though, go through on the A side or the side of... Actually, no, the second tick didn't fully go through, but almost 2 ticks on the A. But it is 11-4 live count, unfortunately, for the side of Devils. I guess, like I said earlier, Clam, and, I'm going to eat my words yet again for, like, the 50th time in this Season 5 of XP League. I choose the team that I feel like is going to win the series, or win the map, and it's just not the case. It's going to be left up to Reba, though, in a 1v10, potentially to drop here very soon, ladies and gentlemen, taking the Chows, and he is going to be taken down by Vessel. It's going to be Fortify, though, taking that round number 5, 3-2, and I'm telling you...
Yeah, maybe we should
so
stop
sick.
predictions, guys. I don't know. We're just cursed on the desk here. I don't know. Maybe we should. No, I think we have to continue. Otherwise, it's rigged, right? We have to continue predictions. Just make sure we get them wrong every time. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Fortify. They just clutched up in that round number 5. It was really just Gino on that overextension for me that did a great job getting into their opponent's base and spawning them out. I mean, it was a great opening break as well from Fortify. They got B, 2 ticks, 2.5 ticks really on that B zone early there, and they were able to convert that, the B zone, the minute extension as well. And, they transitioned that into, A, like I was saying before the map started, they're a great team at transitioning. Once they get one zone, they can easily, once they get map control, convert it to the other one. And that's what it looked like there for me, Raven. They looked like the better team on that control.
Yeah, Fortify was a very, I would say very composed.
Yeah.
On, visualizing what's going on the map. Kind of like how Horizons Fall, and then we're doing map number 1. Where, Fortify was taking the space that they needed to be able to be successful in that map, where then Horizon kind of made some probably intercom tweaks, and the side of Devils were able to take that map. Same thing goes for map number 2. Obviously the 4-0 from the side of Devils, then the 6 straight from the side of Fortify. Just the amount of composure that both of these teams have to win just such like just the incremental iced up moments is just absolutely insane. And I know the side of Fortify is pulling the D'Angelo Russell right now, ice in the veins.
Yeah, I mean, they have looked icy for sure. It's really just a hard point at the end where they struggled. They looked like they were in control for most of it, but then yeah, kind of let it slip through their fingers. But ever since then, they've been clutching up. I mean, the S&D, they go down 4 rounds and they string back 6 in a row. And then on that control as well, they were not on the favorite side for that round number 5. Maybe round number 5 superpower is coming out, or maybe that's just what it looks like when they finally win the opening break on the offense. They had the life lead and they had it in spades as well. They're going to convert that one in the round 5 overtime. So, map number 4. I mean, predictions, I guess, rewind hardpoint. What do you think is going to happen on this one, Raver? I think it's going to be a 3-1 here for Fortifi. I think they're going to close it out.
You know what? I'm gonna trust my gut on what's been going on. I'm gonna go Devils.
Ooh, I like that. Map number 4 for Devils, and I'll post the poll in chat for you guys to vote on here in a second, guys. Who do you guys in chat think's gonna win this one? Is it gonna be Fortify, or is it going to be Devils taking map number 4 here? We'll find out here in a minute. And I mean, it was kind of a rough one from 2 lost in that map number 2, and then map number 3. He started off rough. He ended up bringing it back toward the end there, Raven, for me. We'll see if he's able to keep that momentum up. They're going to need to, the substitute coming in as well. We'll see if that plays a factor in this hard point, because it seemed like Horizons was absolutely dominating in that map number 1 toward the end. We'll see if he can reclaim that form that he seemed to have late in that one.
Yeah, we're in store for an insane map number 4. And like I said, I've also known Nades for a little while. I think since about Cold War. If I can correlate the CODs correctly. Both very good players in their own rights. Obviously, Horizons, though, I feel like is doing just about almost all the workload for the side of Devils. Obviously, there's some, times that his teammates are there for the assistance, but someone on the side of Devils has got to meet him halfway.
Yeah.
On the slaying department, just a little bit more. Their objective work is there as a team, but just the slaying aspect, it just needs to be amped up just a tad. But the boys from the side of Fortify, it doesn't matter if any of them are frying. The teamwork is just there. The teamwork is always interchangeable. Everyone's doing their own thing, doing their part. So it is going to be Vessel opening it up for the side of Fortify with the first blood, but down he goes as well. But it looks like it's going to be an early P1 setup for the side of, actually it's going to be Fortify now breaking in.
Yeah, Fortify do a great job on the overextension. That was Gino. He gets an important kill, and I mean, they're going to flip on through already. I mean, this early P1 hill time is kind of irrelevant. It's really about these P2 spawns. We'll see if who is able to claim it. So far, Lazy with 2 in the feed. 3 spree for him. That was a huge one to win with the AR up close as well. Nice shots from him as he's continuing this spree as well. Doing everything he can, everything in his power to try and flip on through the spawns. It's just going to be Vessel, last alive for Fortify in the back, doing what he can to try and anchor the spawns. We'll see if he's able to do it. Nades coming on through. That should be enough damage to take him out here. But no, nice team shots are going to come over the top, and now Lazy left last alive for his squadron, wondering what he could even do in the situation. 2 members pushing him out, and he'll lose the gunfight. So a great hold from Fortify there.
Yeah, massive win for Fortify. I'm gonna start a controversy though in the chat or even on Twitter for this one, but I believe that AR with the aims is by far better than the sub in this game. Post long barrel, GA and everything. If the sub had, the long barrel and stuff like that, it would be way better. But I'm telling you, the AR, the way that it kills is just insane. The reason why I say that is Lazy's 3-piece off of that P1 was just absolutely insane. But it's going to be the side of Devils, though, breaking in and retaking over this P2, which is a massive advantage, though, going into this P3 rotation. But as you see, number 3 and 2, though, kind of working their way towards that P3 rotation. 3 go down for the side of Devils, though. The last 8 seconds of scrap potentially to go through for the side of Fortify Mutts. And it's going to be number 3 on the top of your screen. Nades, they're already on the rotation. It is going to be a 39 to, or actually 40 to 23 lead in favor of Devils. Let's see what they're going to do here.
I like this push out from Nades as well. He knows there's going to be one burger, but he's able to read it. 2 lost, gets 1 in transition. Has another one in front of him. Doesn't win it, but trade should come out here from the pillar. But look at this. Oh, never mind. I thought somebody spawned out, but no, they're not going to spawn out quite yet. They've done a great job. They do actually block spawns in this league, gentlemen and ladies. I mean, they know what they're doing out here. So we'll see. I mean, if We'll see if the Devils can break this. I mean, they've done a decent job holding so far. I mean, they're watching all the overextensions. Oh my god, Horizon's disgusting. 3-piece for him to find. Breaks it by himself. Tag down low. Might even get a 4th, playing his life so beautifully. But he will fall. And that is the tough part about trying to play, you know, from the front, is you just have wave after wave of spawners to deal with. We'll see if Lazy and Loom can watch the overextension right here. Lazy should fall. Can Loom do anything to try and break the back of these spawns? He's really the furthest player up in the back, and he's able to get taken down as well. Horizon's 16 HP, should fall here shortly. And I mean, you know, the time's about even, but the spawn's so in favor of Fortifi right now.
I do gotta say, based off of Clam's comment though, that they play spawns in this game, they held that P3 for 30 seconds because they had about 23 or so going into that P3. So they held it for about 30 seconds with Nate's pushing out that burger and having Gino playing in that back spawn section, being able to still have the side of Devils spawn out towards that P2 is just an insane advantage. But it's gonna be 2 down for both sides here. 3 actually go down, 4 go down for the side of Devils. That's gonna be your man Vessel.
That's the rough part. My bad, Raven. That was the rough part of playing for spawns on this hill. I mean, it's just wave after wave. Like, you just can't get close. And, you know, if you're spawning out in Narnia, you're like 1-4 dead. And that could be 20, 30 seconds off of this hill. And there's really not a whole lot you can do about it. The best you can hope for is to just try and get those kills off the spawn. But it hasn't gone so well for Devils in this map so far. But, I mean, 5 seconds left. They're pinning them back pretty far on this P4, or P5, excuse me, rotation. So, early time P5 will go their way. We'll see if they can hold this for a little bit more than the P4.
I do gotta say, though, like how you said, you know, the spawns don't really work in your favor on this map, and that is to be, like, honest. If you ever were competing in this COD and you played a Rewind Hardpoint or even witnessed Optic Texas play this year, I'm pretty sure Optic Texas was pretty much a phenomenal team on Rewind Hardpoint. But just watching all the times they would spawn out or even get the favorable spawns and the amount of retakes and all that stuff that goes on this map is actually chaos. And that is what we're witnessing here right now, ladies and gentlemen, for the side of Fortifi Mutts. Fortifi is spawning in the back, spawning out, but they're still managing to be able to re-break in. It's like Devils cannot just stay with the setup. They are just getting broken down right now. Lazy drops as well. Like I said, 3 now down for the side of Devils. This is not what you want if you're Devils. You need this match to stay alive here in this series and to stay alive in the winner's bracket.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the slang. Look at this blue kill feed so far. Everybody falling on the Devils. I mean, Fortifi, if they were asleep, they have woken up in this map number 4. Look at this. I mean, everybody pretty much double positive, aside for 2 lost right now, the substitute for the Fortifi, and they're showing, you know, why. I mean, they've gotten every single kill in this second rotation so far, transitioning on in. I mean, you know, even though they didn't have the rotations for P5, they broke on in, and they held that for quite a while here, Raven. I mean, they're showing us why. They look like the better team in this hard point, up about double the team score.
Yeah, as it's now 145 to 63, and I'm telling you, Clem and chat, if y'all are still here with us, I was not expecting this to be such a one-sided affair so far, but we did see this in map number 1, where Fortifi was up quite a big margin, and for the side of Devils and basically Horizons, ended up turning up the heat a little bit and was able to rally back. So we may see them rewrite the script again, or will we see the side of Fortifi just close out the series?
I mean, the way they're looking, it'll take somebody unplugging the power of one of these players, you know, PCs or something, for them to lose this. They are looking in flow right now. I mean, up 100 points. They break the spawns as well for P2 so effortlessly here. It's been a combined effort from all of the players, just playing off each other so well in this map so far. Nade's watching the overextension, getting a freebie. We'll see if 2 lost can pick up this player on the overextension. That's going to be Horizons, you know, really the only player that can make a difference on this overextension. He is able to get 1. We'll see if that flips the spawns. He's staying alive in the back, as it should. The rest of them, they're going to get collapsed on, so maybe late game resurgence from Devils. They're going to need to as well. Only 20 seconds left on this P2 to soak. They're going to have to break the spawns as well on this P3 hill. Not the best time to do so.
No, it's going to be Nades, though, setting up in this burger. Section 3 go down, though, for the side of Devils, though, on this P3 rotation. I do got to say, like how you said, if one person's power goes out, that is pretty much the only way that Devils has a chance of winning this. And just saying, Chad, if someone does end up lagging out, do we all agree that we need a Clam live cam playing as the new 4th? I'm just saying, because he's already as the codcaster. You know, put him in on the team.
I got sunglasses on. I don't think they want me to doing that. I don't feel like spawning in right now. I mean, we'll see if that's the case. But I mean, so far so good. It looks like Fortifi, they're holding down spawns beautifully here, Raven.
Yeah, no, big wins for the side of Fortify yet again, being able to interchange the players inside this burger. Initially it was Nades, now it is Gino. The spawns are going to be held by number 4, which is going to be 2 loss. You know, the substitute coming in for Yeti, playing a, filling some big shoes here, ladies and gentlemen, going 16 and 19 with 54 seconds in the hill. Do not let that that -3, take away just the amount of map pressure and presence that that man is holding in the back spawns for his team. But here he is
Oh,
in a key gunfight, potentially going to go down. He does end up falling. It's going to be Devils, though, rewriting the script potentially here, trying to hold this P4. This is the hill for them to be able to come back. Can they do it, Clam?
I mean, if they got to do it, they got to do it now. They're down 100 points. I mean, this is the time they got to hold. But as I say that, well, actually, no, just kidding. I'm colorblind. They do end up getting the wipe. I thought they got wiped, but Vessel able to get one in trade. But he has one more in front of him. I mean, speaking of blind, might have been Vessel there. As he is able to get the trade. I'm all sorts of discombobulated, but I mean, this is a good hold for the P4 spawn so far. They're gonna need to hold all 60 of this as well as rotate to the next hill as well. We'll see if they're up to the task. It's a tall one, but this is the hill to do it. It's definitely the easiest hill to do that on this map. I mean, so far so good. It's been running into the blender so far for Fortifi. Nades with 2 over the top, though. Hold on. This might be the break late in this hill. He's getting 2, waiting for his teammates as well. 2 lost. Gonna be chiming in as well. And that'll be the re-break in for Fortifi. And I mean, with 10 seconds left, that's good scrap time for them to get, but they're still gonna need to rotate to this P5.
Yeah, if you were the side of Devils, you really needed to hold that. That would have been about a 40-point game, give or take, if they would have held the rest of that scrap. But now it's still going to be about a 77-point lead here for the side of Fortify, but it's going to be this P5 in favor of the side of Devils. But Fortify trying to get through as they are going to double hit this zig section. The gunfights are going to go in. Down goes Gino. Loom does get taken out here. Shortly, potentially 2 go down for the side of Devils. Nades are going through. Shots are being fired. It's absolute chaos inside this P5. Let's see who gets the last laugh, though. It's going to be Nades sliding through, getting a 2-piece. Horizons ends up dropping, though. It's going to be Nades, though. Pushed out, doesn't get taken down. It's going to be Loom trying to play a Nades warrior type of play here, see what he can do. Loom does not get the kill. He's unsuccessful. Gino with 2 doesn't end up getting taken down, though. It's going to be all too lazy, though, for the side of Devils. Horizons fall does drop. Nades with another 2.
I mean, this has just been Fortifi's hill. I don't know why. They're just so good at this P5 hill. They've seemed to be getting all the kills in transition every time. The trades have been immaculate, shouldering well, throwing great tacks over the top. They soaked a decent amount of that P5, and they'll put themselves about 20 points away from the series victory here. We'll see. I mean, what can the Devils do at this point? Down about 100 or about 80 points, excuse me. Right now, 100 points for them to take it over the finish line. Do they have the ice as well? It looks like the spawns are going to be spawning out. 2 lost with a nice read on the overextension there. They're going to clear the point, and it's going to be up to Horizons. And he can't touch the point either, so 10 seconds is all that's going to be left for the Devils to get it across, or excuse me, for Fortifi to get it across the finish line here. Can anybody touch? Loom is going to be looming in the back right now, has 1 in front of him, but instantly traded on out. Horizons with a late Hellstorm is able to get 1, but we'll see if that transitions to any sort of time right here. Reba shot in the back. What can you even do in this situation? I mean, they're going to have to not only stop them from getting this P1 time, but get every kill in transition. It's looking unlikely. Gino wipes the point right now. Reba contesting. 5 seconds left for them to do anything. He gets wiped on the point as well. We'll see if they can touch the time. 3 seconds left. Horizon just doing what he can to contest here. He does get the trade, so we are going to see the next hill, but it's looking like it's going blue here, Raven. 3 seconds. Horizon, what can you do? Nothing at all. I mean, 250. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. 250. I didn't see the score, but they 100 something.
Insane map. Out of the side of Fortify, though, 250 to 157 will be your final score line, ladies and gentlemen. Fortify will take the series 3-2-1, with the first map going in favor of Devils. But it's going to be 3 straight for the side of Fortify Mutts. Unfortunately, they do drop finally their first map so far here in the XP League. Just in general, they went flawless in the regular season, and they were going into the series as a 30-0 map count. But they do end up falling. But I do gotta say, though, to make a comment off of your P5 hold there, Clem, that all the gunfights were going in favor of Fortify Mutts. And if you did just sneeze, bless you. I think that's what it was.
No.
But
But, yeah.
that's what it sounded. It sounded like a sneeze.
I went.
But Fortified Mutts, so on that P5, and this is something I noticed. Gino had 2 pieces. Nade had, I think Nade had 2 or 3 on that P5. So overall, the The unfortunacy for the side of Devils, though, allowing these players of Fortify to be able to get those clutch kills in such transition is not what you're wanting. But GG's to both teams. It was an absolute pleasure to cast both teams, and I appreciate everyone in the chat, showing love to Clem in the chat. Make sure you guys drop a follow. And by the way, subs are 25% off right now. It's still September.
It is September still, so yeah, shameless plug. I feel comfortable with it when it's not me plugging my own channel, so I appreciate you, Raven. But yeah, that was a good series. I mean, the first map Hardpoint kind of shook things up. I potentially could have saw that series going the distance, maybe with the SNDs going the other way. But yeah, Fortify, they showed up in that Hossie, they sealed the deal in that one. They're going to take the series 3-1, and they started heating up toward the end there, especially in that last map. That Hardpoint wasn't particularly close. And yeah, you commented on P5. That was not the hill I was expecting them to lock down, but they locked down P5 pretty well. The rotations were on point for them as they're going to take it 3-1. We'll take one last and final look at our maps throughout the series. It's going to be Fortify taking it. It was a very close series until the very last map. Could have went either way, but Fortify will take it in 4, and they're going to be moving on to the winners finals as well of the XP League. And I believe they're taking on, is it Unity? I believe it's Unity, right, Raven?
I believe Unity actually plays tomorrow, so it is going to be between Unity
gotcha.
and
ZXG Remorse.
ZXG Remorse.
I think.
Yes,
I think.
where
I'm not sure. I think ZXG
Remorse,
got that.
Yeah, ZXG Remorse though is a team accompanied by Hyde WCI, who is usually a league reaper that I've heard of for years. So
yeah.
That's gonna be a pretty good matchup, honestly. No matter which team actually isn't falling completely through. You got I'm gonna go to the roster real quick. You got actually both of these teams played each other in Group A, so they're re-meeting up again tomorrow night in the playoffs. The winner of that will face for 5 months. But you got Waves, Confident, did go, and I believe it was Luge that played with them last night. Hyde, Sovereign, Nate, and Skill, or even Wevy. So, regardless, chat, we have an insane next 2 rounds upon us, and I'm actually looking forward to it, Cal, because I'm tired of all these,
yeah,
blowouts. I want
a
good
no
series.
more blowouts. No more blowouts, guys. No, it's fine. It's fine if it happens. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me and Raven for this series. Congrats again to Fortify. Devils, we'll see you in the losers bracket. See how you do. If you're able to make it back to the final, we'll see. I'm not sure who they play next, but we'll see what happens there. And yeah, if you guys are stay tuned for our next match. We have another one right after this. It's going to be some more Fortify action. This time it's going to be for the EWG League Round 1, Winners Round 1 in the playoffs for that one as well. So stay tuned. It's going to be me and Raven. We're going to be back on our BS yet again, and I believe it's going to be Fortify versus CCG Blue in that one. So, stick around if you guys want to see some more Call of Duty action. And until then, yeah. Anything you got to say, Raven?
It was an absolute pleasure, co-casting with you, man. I appreciate everything. Everybody from the side of Fortify, thank you guys for, giving us this amazing opportunity to cast y'all's match. I don't think we've yet to not cast a match of your guys' this season. So shout out to you guys. Fortify, the org owners over there are amazing people. Shout out to Crunchify, obviously hosting the Season 5 XP League. And also make sure you guys follow everybody. Also go look at Cal's Twitter. Make sure you shoot him a follow. Follow the XP League also. And shout out to the players, man. They're the reason we do this.
Yeah, it was a fun series, and if you guys are interested, we'll see you guys back here. Well, probably right about now, to be honest. The series has probably started 5 minutes ago, but we're a little late, so yeah. I mean, we're just waiting on the 45 guys to get that set up. The stream will the stream will start up again in about probably like 5 or 10 minutes. So stick around if you guys are interested in that. Until then, I'll see you guys in a bit.
Every day they clocking me, red alert, I'm the dangerous, I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no choke, I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit, the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy, massive, casualty. Shit that I can't even remember, bet they remember me. Shit that happened late in December, I bring that winter heat. Niggas down the whole October, the real Halloween. Back to back funerals, is them us, it's him and me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bum money, we doing this shit for free. If he told that ain't my homie, that little nigga weak. If I miss ain't going to sleep, I'm in the street, we play for keys. 2011,